Hey everyone, Angelo Gonzalez, your Katy Wedding Minister here, and today we're diving into a topic that I know can feel both incredibly exciting and, let's be honest, maybe a little overwhelming for many couples planning their big day here in the greater Houston area. Today's video is navigating the Houston wedding vendor scene. Okay, so you've got this amazing vision for your wedding. Maybe it's a grand affair in downtown Houston, or maybe it's a charming rustic celebration at a beautiful venue here in Katy. But how do you find the perfect team of professionals, from your photographer to your florist to your planner and everyone in between to help bring that vision to life? That's what we're talking about today. And by the end of this video, you'll feel confident, clear, and ready to assemble your dream team, ensuring that your Houston wedding is as seamless and as stress-free as possible. So why does finding the right vendor team matter so much? Well, it's more than just booking someone to show up on your wedding day. It's about building a cohesive group of professionals who understand your vision, communicate seamlessly with each other, and genuinely care about your experience. Think about it. Your wedding day, it's a live event. It's a beautiful, intricate dance when your photographer knows the officiant's cues, and when the DJ works hand in hand with the planner, when everyone's on the same page, the entire day flows effortlessly. And from my experience and perspective as an officiant, I see firsthand how a well-coordinated team can minimize stress for the couple. And instead of worrying about logistics, you're free to fully immerse yourself in the joy of the moment. You can focus on each other, and you can focus on just saying I do. It's about creating an atmosphere where you feel completely supported, from the first moment of your consultation to the final dance at your Katy or your Houston area reception. So where do you begin when the Houston wedding vendor market is so vast and so vibrant? It can feel like a sea of options, but there are some smart strategies to narrow it down. First, embrace online resources, but be smart about it. Websites like The Knot, Wedding Wire, they're great starting points for casting a wide net, but don't forget to dive into local resources. Weddingsinhouston.com or texasweddings.com often feature local vendors that offer more curated selection. This shows you who's truly active and reputable in our specific area. Secondly, and this is a pro tip, attend local wedding fairs and bridal expos. In the Houston area, we're so fortunate to have fantastic events like the Bridal Extravaganza show or Bridal Fest. These are gold mines. You get to meet dozens of vendors in one place to get a feel for their personalities. You can see their work firsthand and even snag some special offers. It's invaluable to connect face to face and start building that initial rapport. You might even find your ideal photographer, caterer, or even discover a Katy area venue you hadn't even considered before. And thirdly, leverage trusted referrals. Ask your recently married friends or family members about their experiences. Their insights can be incredibly valuable. But also lean on your already booked vendors for recommendations. For example, your chosen Katy wedding venue or the place you're having in Houston, your wedding planner, they might be able to provide a curated list of vendors they trust and have worked well with. As the Katy Wedding Minister, I've had the privilege of working with so many amazing local spots. Agave Estates, the Spring venue in Katy, where I'm a preferred vendor there. The Circle of Seven Ranch, Ashton Gardens, KTX Legacy venue. I constantly see which vendors consistently deliver excellence and seamlessly integrate into the day. A referral from a trusted source is often the quickest path to finding compatible and high quality professionals. Okay, you've identified some potential candidates. It's time to start digging a little deeper. Don't be afraid to ask questions. A reputable vendor wants you to be informed. And here are some essential questions to ask every vendor, no matter what their specialty is, okay? The first question is, what's your experience with Houston area weddings specifically? This is crucial. A vendor who understands the local climate, especially in the summer, venue specifics like maybe power limitations at a barn venue or maybe strict setup times at a hotel ballroom. Someone who knows the regional nuances is a huge asset. You might ask questions about what their typical communication process is like and what are their response times. Clear communication is paramount through the planning process. You want to know how quickly you can expect replies. You should ask if you can see examples of their recent work, particularly from weddings similar to how yours is going to be or at venues you're considering. This helps ensure that their style aligns with what your vision is for your ceremony. You may ask what their contingency plans are for emergencies. Life happens. Things go wrong sometimes. A professional vendor will have a plan for illness, will have a plan for equipment failure, or unexpected delays. And this kind of information will give you peace of mind. You want to ask what's included in their packages and what are their payment terms. Get everything in writing. You need to understand their deposits, how final payments work, any potential hidden fees. Transparency is key for those things. Now, for specific vendor types, you might have tailored questions. For instance, for your wedding planner, you might ask, how do you handle day of coordination? What's your typical communication cadence with other vendors? For your photographer, for your videographer, you might ask, what's your shooting style? Do you have backup equipment? Do you have experience at this venue over here? Do you have experience at Agave Estates or at KTX Legacy venue or whatever, or at this church or at this private estate? For a caterer, you might ask them, and this is simple, right? Do you offer tastings? Can you accommodate specific dietary restrictions that are common here in our area, like halal or vegan options? If you're going to have a dietary restriction, especially with people in your wedding party or who your guests are going to be. The venue you're renting from, you need to ask them, what's included in the rental? Are there restrictions on outside vendors coming in? Are there noise level requirements, or you have to be done by a certain time? And finally, of course, your officiant. As we've discussed in a previous video, you need to look for someone who feels comfortable, who offers personalized ceremonies, and who provides clear communication every step of the way. All right, as you're having these conversations, pay attention to potential red flags. These are subtle warnings that a vendor might not be the right fit for you. The first is a very big one: lack of clear communication or lack of responsiveness. If it's hard to get a hold of your vendor before you've even booked, imagine how hard it will be during peak wedding season. Another red flag is vague answers about their experience or their process. A professional vendor should be able to clearly articulate how they work, what their experience is, and what their process is. Another red flag: no clear contract or pricing. Hidden fees or ambiguous terms, those are a major concern. You need to get everything in writing and be clear on what the price is going to be. Obviously, negative or limited online reviews. While one or two bad reviews happen, that's understandable. A consistent pattern of very few reviews for an established business can be worrying. Remember, as me, the Katy Wedding Minister, I pride myself on having 30 plus 5-star Google reviews. That shows a consistent track record of happy couples that I've served, and you're going to want to look for the same for your vendors. And finally, pushy or unprofessional demeanor. You want a team that feels like support, not added stress. If your personalities clash early on, that might be a sign that you need to look in a different direction. Okay, now you might be wondering, how does my officiant fit into all of this vendor coordination? It's a great question. And while your officiant's primary role is just your ceremony, which is a small part, an important part, a truly professional officiant is also a key player on your vendor team. From my end, I actively coordinate with any wedding planners or coordinators, with your DJ for mic setup or music cues, with your photographer, videographer, for positioning during key moments. I talk to them to ensure that you have a clean ceremony. My proven system works with your entire team, and your focus is on your vows, where it really should be. It's all about finding a unified front for your Houston wedding, and that's one of my goals as an officiant. Building your dream team of wedding vendors here in Houston is about thoughtful research. It's about asking the right questions, and most importantly, trust your gut. These incredible professionals are here to make your day everything you've dreamed of and more. So if you're planning your wedding in Katy, West Houston, Cypress, Fort Bend County, Sugar Land, or anywhere in the greater Houston area, if you're looking for an officiant who's not only experienced, but also a supportive guide through this journey, I'd love to connect with you. My experience, my roots in Katy since 2008, my proven process mean you'll have a ceremony that's clear, professional, personal, and genuinely stress free. That is my goal. So visit katyweddingminister.com to learn more about my personalized services. You can schedule a complimentary consultation. Let's talk about how we can make your wedding ceremony truly unforgettable and your entire planning journey as smooth as possible. So what's one vendor you're most excited to book for your Houston wedding? Share in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more Houston wedding tips and insights from your Katy Wedding Minister. Take care. Congratulations on your engagement. Best wishes.